sitting down and filming a video. I have not sat down and filmed for quite some time, but I want to do a Valentine's Day look. And I think what I want to do is start with like an everyday Valentine's Day look, something that you could like we'll call it daytime. And then I want to transition into like a nighttime look using some of my glitter from Mamacita Cosmetics, which I have not gotten to play with in a very long time. So that is my goal, and the vibe I want to go for is very glowy, very dewy. My face, I don't know what's going on with my face. Well, this may be part of it. I started a new skincare routine, and ever since then, my skin has never looked worse. I am so dry. It does not matter how much lotion I put on. By the middle of the day, my skin is just dry, and it's not for lack of drinking water. I have been guzzling water, and once these 30 days are up and I've done, you know, the full skincare thing, I think I'm gonna have to just quit all of them and start from scratch, doing like one thing at a time, because obviously the combination is not working for my skin. But let's go ahead, and we better start with eyeshadow in case I get it everywhere. For my primer, I'm going to use some of my Milani eyeshadow primer. And then the palette I want to use, I actually used it in another video that you can go check out. It was my Pantone Color of the Year video. And it is this one from ColourPop, Fine Feathered. And I really want to play with this again. So let me grab my brushes here. I think what I want to do is, do I want to do an all matte look? I'm not a big all matte person, so for me to commit to that may be rough. But I think I want to start by doing a little bit of this shade at Take a Gander. So if you already have, okay, what I'm going to do also is just take this in a C on this outer corner. If you already have Valentine's Day plans, I want to know what they are. I have no plans at the moment. Honestly, all I want for Valentine's Day is to sleep in, get a foot massage, and to not have to cook food. So I'm a pretty easy Valentine's Day date. Alright, so now I'm going to take some of this shade Flying High, put that on this inner part. Wow, these shadows are so much more pigmented than I remembered, which I shouldn't be surprised. It is ColourPop. So then I'm going to take a little bit of that Flying High, tap it off, and I'm going to blend in a C on this outer section. Really, you know what? I seen a girl on TikTok the other day. She was talking about the brush that she uses to blend her eyeshadow. It almost kind of looked like this brush. It was a bigger brush. It was not an eyeshadow brush. This is the putty bronzer brush from e.l.f. But it's like got that right consistency. I'm gonna see what this does. She literally just took a giant brush and went back and forth to blend. And she says she gets so many compliments on her eyeshadow being blended. Like, look how much better that looks compared to this side. Let me try. Okay, ready? Kind of took some of that color away right up in here. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right brush, but I was really impressed when I seen her do that technique. So I'm going to take just a flat shader brush, go back in with some of that Take a Gander. I thought it was worth a try because I'm not the best blender. Now, let's see. Do I have a different brush I could try it with? Thought about going and getting that brush set I have. This is like a powder brush. This is from Japanesque. Let's see. That might be too big. Well, that's more honestly like what she had. Okay, so here's the real test. Let's try this side. Yeah, like blended it out that direction. Very interesting. Okay. So, I know I said like, oh, I'll just leave it matte maybe, but like, that's really not my jam. You know what I mean? I'm not a matte girl, never have been. So what I am going to do is take a very small flat brush. I'm going to go into a little bit of this shade Tweet Me, and then I'm going to wet it, and we'll figure out where we want to put it. I think I'm going to do right in the front. Just lightly tapping it on, and then using the brush to make the kind of shape that I want. And I do take it up a little bit higher because where I have hooded eyes, once I close my eyes, a lot of that kind of gets hidden. So I take it up just a little bit higher. And honestly, we could leave it at that. Do the rest of your makeup, do a little wing liner, mascara, the whole nine. The shade of lipstick. Okay, so I think I found what I want. Well, we'll save that for the end. So, like I said, this could totally be your Valentine's Day look done. That was maybe 3 shadows out the door. But so now I want to do is take it a step further. So I really want to play with this shade. Which one? I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to take some of this Almay Skin Perfecting Comfort Concealer, and I am going to pop that on some of these places that I am going to need a little extra coverage, and I'm just going to let that sit while we finish working on the rest of the face. Yeah, so it's basically my whole face. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. So let's look at our glitter options. I feel like that's going to help me decide what color path I want to take. So we have got this literal super pink. We have got this more darker pink. Ooh, we've got this kind of pinky magenta and gold. We've got gold. And we've got kind of this like purple. I think I want to go with this magenta and gold. I think is what I'm leaning towards here. All right, I'm going to do one eye and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, I really like this. So here's the daytime look. You could just keep it like this, throw on a lash, maybe a half lash, 3 shades and you're out the door, or you could zhuzh it up a little bit. So let me show you how I got this look on the other eye. To take this up a notch, the first thing I did was take some of this shade Nest Egg on a very pointy brush, just like this, a little tap, and I just drew this shape that I wanted. So I just start on the inner corner and just keep repeating that shape. Boom. Then I took a little bit of a larger pointed brush with no product and just blended that out. So literally just going over it, blending it out, making it less harsh. I don't know what the deal is right there, but there's like some patchiness right there. Then I took some No Flocks, this very shimmery darker pink, put it on this intersection. Then took a little bit more of our Tweet Me, put that back on the front, and then took that blending brush, and just brush this out one more time. Then I'm using the Mamacita Cosmetics Peel Off Glitter Glue Gel, and I'm basically using it to create a wing. So I have this very pointy brush that I always use, so it's kind of like dried or whatever. So I'm going to start by taking some of this glue gel and drawing it right where I would a winged. And then I just took the same brush, dipped it into some of this glitter, and start placing. I do really try to keep my eye closed. I don't want to risk getting any glue drop down into my eye. Or excuse me, glitter particles or whatever. Even placing them with my finger. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit more, draw a little bit more of that wing to the front, and then I'm going to take the brush, tap it into the lid where it's a lot more of those finer little particles, and put that on the front part. I just kind of swirl it in the lid and pick up all those little pieces of glitter from more towards the front. Even, like I said, sometimes you might just take your finger, and then I need to add a little bit more to the outer corner. I want a little bit more of a wing. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this glitter glue gel, put it right in that area, grab some glitter with my finger, even using the brush. I feel like that kind of looks like a wing. So then I'm going to take some makeup remover and just clean up right under that. And then I close my eye to blow off any pieces that are not connected. So there is a glitter, what do you want to call that? A glitter wing, if you will. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the brow, and then we're going to do the rest of the face. And I am going to do some under eye eyeshadow. So for brow, I grabbed my Flower Beauty, the skinny microfiber brow pen, and this is one of the odd ones that has like that little cone to it, but I actually really like it. Instead of a spoolie. And this is in the shade Taupe. Then I'm just going to do the Huge, and I'm going to take a little bit of clear brow gel from e.l.f. and just set that in place. Okay, and to set it, I'm going to use some of the brow gel, the clear brow gel from Ulta. Now for skin, like I said, I want glittery, but let me quickly just blend all of this in with my finger because I want to keep as much coverage as possible. So for primer, I'm going to go in with what looks like to be the last of my Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector. Well, the last of this one. I already have another one. Oh, is nothing going to come out? Wow. We actually used up a whole product. Bro, nothing else is coming out of this puppy. So then also what I want to add to it is some of this Believe Beauty All Over Glow Skin Illuminator. This is in the shade Forbidden Kiss. So we're going to add that right in with the Maybelline. And I'm just going to rub all that in. I want that glow to come through the foundation. Statue. I look like a statue or something. I like that. So the only bad thing I can see is that it is kind of accentuating where I'm dry. But whatever, we'll just deal with that. So for concealer, I'm going to pop out this one I haven't used for a while. Oh, it may be too bright. It'll be fine. This is the Glamoflauge Pro Coverage Full Concealer. And this is in the shade Ivory. Holy cow, it's messy. And then for foundation, I'm going to pull this one out of the collection, the Revlon Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation in the shade 110. Haven't used this one in quite some time. I'm a little nervous because it's definitely more yellow than what we're working with for concealer, but we'll just figure it out and make it work. Get my sponge a little bit wet, and we'll start working this in. Then for powder, underneath the eyes, I am going to do the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop powder. A little bit in the T-zone area. And then for the rest of the face, I'm going to lightly go in. And for the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with some of the jcat Aqua Assurance on like this same brush. I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. For blush, I think it's going to have to be... I was going to go in with the cream blush, but then I remembered, hey, you just set your face. So, to get kind of that monochromatic deal going, I think I'm going to go in with some of this Wild Berry blush from Almay. And I think I'm going to keep it back here. Like a little bit, do a little bit of like the blush contour trend. Just taking that blush in a C formation around my eye, a little bit across my nose. Then for bronzer and contour, I have this Kokie Cosmetics palette, and this is the powder contour palette for, I feel like there was a light, I feel like it had powder contour palette. Here are the shades, and this one down here is a dupe. One of these is a dupe for the Sombre powder from Kat Von D. So I'm going to take this fan brush, and I think I'm going to dip into this one right here and use that to contour a little bit. And then just tap over that with a sponge. Then for my lip and my nose, I'm going to take a brush that has nothing on it, if I can find it, like a powder brush. I'm going to dip into that same shade. There we go. Okay. I'm loving this. I think I'm even going to take the blush with like no extra product, but just the brush, and take it up here. I might not even use bronzer. I mean, I know we contoured, but I may not even do bronzer. So then highlighter. What highlighter do we want? I don't get to use this one a lot because it is a pink highlighter. But let's use it. This is the Hard Candy Glow Dome Highlighter in the shade Rose Gold. And it's like kind of soft and squishy to the touch. Let's put a little in the eyebrow. I haven't done brow highlight in a long time. What would it look like if I grab some with a sponge? Let's see. Honestly, I don't think there's much of a difference. I'm going to bring that a little farther forward than normal. Like a little bit almost to my pupil. And then I'm also going to put a little bit on the inner corner for highlight. Okay, so under eye eyeshadow, I'm going to take this brush. It's usually my go-to under eye. And I'm going to take some of that shade that we drew up here, and I'm just going to put that right up against my lash line. But before I do that, I'm going to take some of this Flower Beauty Forever Wear Eyelighter Crayon in the shade Moonstone. And I'm going to put that on my waterline. Now let's go in with the eyeshadow, Nest Egg. And I'm just going to press it. Connect this outer corner. Make sure you brush off the excess or tap off because I don't want it too thick. I think I'm going to take, if I can find it, I have a magenta liner. And I'm going to do that on the outside part of my lip. I want to do like an ombre deal. And then in the center, I'm going to take some of this Milani More Shine Liquid Lip Color in Delight. Pop that in the center. And then I'm going to kind of touch up on the edges where needed. Like, I want it a little darker. Right there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and connect it and then just leave that kind of pink in the middle. Honestly, shockingly, I think I need just a touch more blush. So, okay, mascara. Going to use some of this voluminous curved brush mascara from L'Oreal. And then I think a lash is in order, so I'll be right back. Friends, I poked myself. Big time, yo. Okay, ignore that this one is going down instead of up. There we go. Can we just fake it till the end of this video? I tell you, I'm in love with half lashes. I don't know if I'll ever be able to wear just plain lashes, like long lashes ever again. These half lashes do the job. They make my eyes look awake and they don't poke my inner corners. These are just some rando ones off Amazon too. I think this is so cute. I really am digging the whole like blush contour thing. Never really done that before, but I kind of like it. Kind of look like a baby doll. Here is my magenta daytime to nighttime 3 eyeshadow look or full out, full blast eyeshadow look for Valentine's Day. I love it. I love the lip. I love this like magenta liner on the outside with that milani in the middle. I can't stop staring at my lips. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.